KEAN 105, today's best country. We are thrilled to be joined in studio by a guy who I'm going to go outright and call Matt Hillyer a legend of the Texas music scene. I'm going to. Why not?
That's a lot of pressure, man. I'm a legend in my own mind.
Yeah, well, you're a legend in my mind, too.
Oh, thanks, bro.
It's great to have you here. Matt Hillyer, of course, of the band 1100 Springs, now has a solo CD out, and it's one of those I was telling you off air, I can't take it out of my CD player. I can't do it.
Well, thanks. Yeah, and thank you for clarifying that was in a good way, and not one of those things where you put the CD player in, and for some reason it won't eject it, because that's not. I mean, I don't care how much you like an artist, like if you get it stuck in there, and you're ready to to switch gears.
Right.
You like them less every time you turn on the ignition.
I'm not ready to sell my car because it's stuck in the CD player.
Yeah, exactly.
No, it's by choice.
Yeah, cool, man. Thank you very much, man. I mean, coming from you, we've been knowing each other for a while, and you've always been supportive of our music, and I'm really excited about the record. And so to hear someone like yourself say what you're saying, it really means a lot to me. So thanks a lot.
I consider you, having listened to your body of work, seen you a couple of times in concert, you're kind of an innovator as far as music is concerned, because Texas country music, it's very all-encompassing, but you've got your own niche, your own sound, and it comes out in even a different direction with the solo album. I mean, is that an on-purpose thing, or is that just how it comes out? I
just think that's kind of how it comes out. I'll say this much, you may give me too much credit just because it's one of those things where I think the only conscious decision that we, when we were doing 1100 Springs stuff, ever thought was when we were looking around, because we came up along the same time with a lot of the really big acts, and we were doing shows with them at the same time. We were all kind of at the same level.
Yeah.
But looking at it, the turn that it was taking when Red Dirt sort of got more introduced to it was just not a turn that we could make. And it wasn't because we didn't like it. It wasn't because we weren't on board with where it was coming from. It was just like one of those things we look at it going, okay. It really kind of forced us to identify the fact that, about as far out of the pocket as we're going to get when it comes to country music is like something like Doug Sahm or Graham Parsons. It was like a decision between those two type of sounds that we really identified with as far as country music was concerned. That was about as far out there as we were going, and our interpretation of it, and being a band, I think that it was one of the things that you think about it. We kind of made a conscious decision saying, okay, we're not doing that, but it's basically keeping going what we like to do, which is traditional country music, and then our own blend of it came from just being 5 different individuals that were bringing something different to the table. And people write their own songs, and they typically have their own songwriting style that we try to anyway.
Yeah.
So a lot of it's just most of it really is just sort of a natural thing. It's just doing what you feel comfortable with, and not really having the chops to do something else. I don't know.
Yeah, is he humble? Yeah, I would say so. He's Matt Hillyer. And I want to talk more about the new CD here in just a bit, but you brought your guitar in here, and I can't wait to hear you play a song for us.
Okay, cool.
So.
Well, yeah, man. I'll do the title track off the new CD, and this is a song I wrote. It's a co-write. And I don't do a lot of those. But we had a great trip a couple years ago to Mexico. We've been going. Jordan and I have gone for 3 years, but it's a trip that we take with Max Stalling is going now, and Mark David Manders, the Tejas brothers. We're on that trip. Zane Williams joined us this year, which was really cool.
Awesome.
But me and Max and Mark and Dave kind of all sat around, and I had this idea for a song I wanted to write about my grandfather's dominoes, because I never met the man, and that was the only thing of his that I ever had. So I always wondered where they'd been and what they had seen. So that's kind of where this came from. We all sat down and wrote it together.
Cool.
So. These old bones could talk, they'd say we came from Waco, Texas. It was a different time, different kind of game. Cadillac green Marbolette that aged slightly yellowed, and the box is torn and tattered, but the memories still remain. Hickory smoke above and an old dog on the floor. A piece of chalk on a black slate tabletop for keeping score. Old friends and stories of the places and the ones they love. Oh, the secrets they'd unlock if these old bones could talk. First time these bones left the box, a young boy built a castle, set 'em up and knocked 'em down just to watch the kingdom fall. The first time that the boy left home, he took those same bones with him when he went to fight for freedom on the day his country called. Halfway around the world with dominoes stowed in his gear, he knew a game of 42 with friends could wash away the fear and bring back old friends and stories of the places and the ones they love. Oh, the secrets they'd unlock if these old bones could talk. Next to a picture full of uniforms in the center of a mantle, a young boy asked his father, "Daddy, what's inside this box?" He said, "Now these are dominoes, my son, and it's time for you to have them. Feel free to build a castle with your brand new building blocks. There may not be instructions that can tell you how to play, but if these old bones can talk, I could tell you what they'd say about old friends and stories of the places and the ones they love. Oh, the secrets they'd unlock if these old bones could talk." They talk about old friends and stories of the places and the ones they love. Oh, the secrets they'd unlock if these old bones could talk. If these old bones could talk, they'd say we came from Waco, Texas. Though the players may be different, the game remains the same.
Man, that is sweet right there.
Oh, thank you, brother.
Usually I feel a little awkward applauding, being the only person in the room. But man, that is so good.
I appreciate it, man.
If These Old Bones Could Talk, the actual title track from the CD, and cover to cover, it is just a great listen. So,
thank you.
Yeah, you put together a good album. It's got a nice theme. If These Old Bones Could Talk actually is kind of a fitting title track for it, don't you think?
Yeah,
You thought about that, didn't you?
Well, yeah, I mean, I had been thinking about it for a while. I had the title in my head, and I was really obsessed with these dominoes. I always loved these dominoes, and I just always sort of fantasized about the situations they'd been in.
Yeah.
You know, and it kind of just stuck with me for a while, and I made an attempt to write it before I ever did, and then we were down in Mexico, and we're just sitting around on the beach, and I said, we're going to write while we're on this trip, you know, which people say that all the time. Like, guys get together to write songs, they're always like, oh, we got to write together, and it never happens.
Right,
you know,
right. Too many beers get between you and the pencil, right?
Yeah, and co-writes aren't as easy as you. That's why I don't do a lot of them. It's just because some people are really good at that, and I'm trying to learn that trick. But it's hard to get out of your own head sometimes.
Yeah. Well, you're an old dog too. No offense on that, but I mean, you're a veteran of the music scene.
Yeah.
What are we, 2 decades now that you've been at it? On the scene, right?
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, with 1100 Springs, I guess we started. We're 16 years in, I guess.
Yeah. Well,
Something
98,
like
97, 98, somewhere around there, right? Yeah.
So that's about right. And then, I had been playing in bars and stuff since I was 12 or 13. Nothing worth mentioning, but some of it was, you don't think about it, like, it always seems like it's silly, but some of it was legit.
Well, you're cutting your teeth. I mean, it's definitely legit if it leads you up to coming here to visit me. Wait
here
a minute.
we are. Made it.
I'm sorry.
No, you're good. You're good.
I didn't mean to put that much perspective
hey, listen,
on
I
this.
was thinking it, and you said it. I can't believe I'm sitting here with you. It's an amazing opportunity.
Oh, good Lord.
Yeah.
I got to put my feet up now.
Yeah, right.
It's getting deep in here.
Right.